welcome to our CGTN Youth Roundtable. I'm going right here in Suzhou, Jiangsu Province, a very beautiful city. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yes.
This city is known for its thousands of years of history and also its very modern life.
Yeah, yeah. Hi there, I'm Wan Xiao. I agree with you, Suzhou. Oh, yeah, I mean, Zhuju. And yeah, well, you know, I'm really excited. You know, the city has been named among the most attractive Chinese cities for global talents for 14 consecutive years.
Yeah.
So what draws them to Suzhou? Is it the technology? Is this the business environment?
Yeah.
Or is it the rich cultural heritage? I think we're about to find out.
Yeah, and also the most important part is its talents. So today we are very honored to have four very distinguished guests here. Could you guys briefly introduce yourself?
Of course. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having us today. My name is Ivana Nikolova, and I am from Bulgaria, from the capital city, Sofia. And I am a third-year student at Kunshan University, studying political science, public policy, with a bachelor in law and international relations.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So hi everyone, happy to be here. I'm Loris, I'm from Vietnam, and currently I am a senior student at Kunshan University, the same with her.
Yeah.
And my major is like computation and design with a track of digital media.
Oh, cool.
Hello everyone, my name is Marcian Luo, and I'm actually from Beijing, but I work in Suzhou, and I got my startup company called Guangmu Technology. I'm the founder. Thank you for inviting me here and to share the good moments with you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Philip.
Yes, thank you. I'm from Germany. I'm an industrial engineer. My name is Philipp Zorn, and I came to Taizan around 1 year ago and started there my new company, which is called Mobile Technology. And yes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. So first question first, why did you guys choose to study or work in Suzhou? What attracts you here?
So for me, because I'm Vietnam, and like when I was a child, I have like read a lot of Chinese novel and a lot of Chinese movie. So Jiangnan is a really famous thing. I was really impressed with the bridge and like the river and also the boat. So I think like that's why when I know like if I have a chance to come to this land, I think that's amazing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Which movie attracted you to come here?
A lot of like, I think Jiangnan is a lot of like in Chinese movie, like Ru Juan or something, another, a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a video on YouTube of my university, DKU, and I thought that it looked amazing because it has that futuristic look while also incorporating Chinese architecture. And so I decided to look more into Suzhou and Kunshan. And I really love the fact that it's a big city, but it's not overwhelming from everything that I saw online. And so I decided to take on the opportunity and try something new. My parents were pretty supportive. They really, especially my dad, really loves China. And he was thinking of coming.
Chinese history? Or?
Yes, Chinese history, and he was even thinking of coming to Hangzhou for work, but things didn't work out. But nevertheless, he was very excited. And also, one of my favorite singers is from China, so
cool.
Zhang Yixing.
Zhang Yixing?
Yeah,
pretty popular international icon now.
Yeah, so I thought maybe I'll be able to go to a concert. Has not happened yet, but maybe soon enough.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of like a long history, a little bit long, especially longer than you guys. But it's kind of like when I came back to China. I stayed in U.S. for 10 years, and in 2021 I came back to China. And I really want to have my startup because the young people at that time have some ambitions. So you want to decide where you want to go. And because my hometown is in Beijing, but when I came around and like 4 or 5 days, and I just realized this city is a dream city for the startup and for the young people who has like the ambition and also the enthusiasm. Because it's kind of like an Asian, but still like a modern city. If you go to the Pinjiang River, and that's very beautiful, and it has like 1,000 years history alleys. But if you go to the Jingji Lake, and you see all these kind of mansions and buildings around, and I feel, oh, here it is. You got like, so many like a modern, the modern industrial, the factories, and they can support you for the supply chain, and they have like a lot of talents here as well.
Yeah.
That's like a very dream place, and it took me probably like 2 or 3 days to decide to come here and start up my company.
Oh, just 2 to 3 days, then you
Yeah,
decided.
2 to 3 days. You want to make the quick decision, yeah, especially for the startup.
That's
Yeah.
a big decision for a short time period. How about you, Philip?
Yes. Actually, the first time I was in China, I was like this.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes, not last year, so a long time ago.
Oh.
Because my family had a long relationship also with business, with China, because like 1990, the business relation between Germany and China was getting more grow. And yes, and last year I arrived in Taizan actually, with the cooperation with Suzhou. I know the global manufacturing industry from Professor Dr. Lukas Preetz in Suzhou, which is working with the university in Karlsruhe. He showed me Suzhou and Taizan, how beautiful it is. And I always wanted to start my own business. And actually in Germany, but I saw in Taizan there are a lot of German companies who are using the complete supply chain. If you see Shanghai, Suzhou, Guangzhou, all these area is very well connected. And I think to start their business is for young people. You have the infrastructure, you have the resources, you're fast. I think this was the main argument, yes.
Yeah, when you just first came to Suzhou, you were still very little, right? So what are the differences that you observed throughout the years?
Yes, I can only remember not too fast. The food was same good as today,
Oh, yeah, the food, always the food.
but for sure the infrastructure changed a lot. Also the cities are very modern, also the people are very open, and for sure you talked about talent. Education is a big thing, universities established a lot, so a lot of change, I would say.
Okay. But back to the very beginning when you guys first got here, of course not with Mas, I mean, of course you're a Beijinger, but when you first got here, was there any kind of like a cultural shock? Anything that you experienced that was like totally different, and was there like any
Compared
kind
to your
of
home
cultural shock,
country?
and how did
Yeah.
you overcome it?
Or for me, when I first come here, I think one thing that really shocked me out is about their dialect. Because like I was
too many dialects,
Yeah,
right?
like too many dialect. Like when we go to a different city or a different region, there is a dialect. Like in Suzhou, right, we have like Suzhou dialect, and also like Kunshan also have their own dialect. So like I was like, oh my god, is it the Chinese that I was learning at school?
Maybe it's because in many southern part of China, like every different villages or different counties, they speak their own languages. Yeah, if you go to like northern part like Beijing or other places, that maybe most of them speak Mandarin. So it would be easier for you to fit into. Yeah, what about you, Loris?
So I actually haven't thought about it because I have focused on the things that we have in common. And there are a lot, actually. I think family relations and approach to work are pretty similar in Bulgaria. And I haven't thought about it. I think language is one thing. Maybe actually I was surprised by the openness of people. I didn't expect that. I think Europeans in general, not to generalize, but I don't think we're as open. I think we're still obviously pretty polite and will help you out. But with Chinese people, I have been invited by people on the street to come and have lunch in their
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Did you
and
come?
it was the first time. It was the first day
Oh.
I landed, and then I came to Kunshan, and then I was walking around in the park, and then I saw this old lady, and she was so interested, where I was from. I didn't even know this much of Chinese, and so it was very hard to communicate, but thankfully there are translation tools. And she asked me if I wanted to go and try food, and I said yes. What is the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that is something that I was a little bit shocked by. I don't think that anybody at home would, and maybe there are people that would do that, but maybe not everybody, right? So
Yeah,
I think
they're just
like
very
openness-
friendly.
very friendly and very
Yeah.
curious. I think for me that's a really positive thing, and it shows how open they are to new people and to foreigners. And yeah, I feel.
So how about you, Mas? I know you're a Beijinger, but after like staying in the States for like 10 years, after
Yeah.
getting back, anything
Exactly.
changed?
I think I'll probably just try to illustrate this way on the opposite side. It's not really the culture shock. It's just how the environment, like a business environment or something like that, is completely shocked. Because I thought the Chinese is like our old saying is kind of like you don't want to be so aggressive, But when I came back and I just realized that the Chinese market grows so fast, so rapidly.
Yes.
And you have to, at least for myself, and I need to use a lot of energy and time to get used to the new pace. Because a lot of people, especially my friends from abroad, and asking me, hey, how do you feel when you start a company in China? And if they want to start up their own company or do their own entrepreneurship overseas or in China, they want me to give them some advices. But for me, I'll say if you want to come back, the culture shock is one thing, but it's probably not a big deal for us. But you really need to get used to the new pace of China. That's so fast, and everything is just changing
Very
so quickly.
efficient, right?
Exactly.
And
Philip?
how about you, Philip?
I would say the same. Actually, for sure, like you said, you open also your own company, and actually in the beginning you want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So my culture shock was also positive, because in Germany things are slower continuously, but a little bit slower. But to start here, I saw that the speed what you can have here in China is amazing to start something. And yes, for sure. And this is actually the main thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And apart from like business environment, for educational experiences, what are the differences that you feel compared to your experiences back in hometown?
I think one thing is like the education in DQ and in Suzhou is like we have a deep collaboration with the local like companies in industry. For example, in my school we have a lot of opportunities to visit like company in Suzhou or even in Shanghai because it's very convenient. We
Yeah.
also have some like program that like let the student to work for the company and work for a project together, like Dreamy and a lot of other companies. So I think that is a really like gain a lot of like practical skill for students, and like they also like enhance the understanding about the China market.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to get you guys more prepared to enter the society.
That's true.
How about you?
Well, not to
Ivana?
repeat what she has said, so I think field trips are a big thing at DKU, and it really helps us explore, I mean, not only opportunities with regards to, I mean, jobs and internships, but also cultural. I have had the opportunity to join a history class by Professor Kim Hunter Gordon. And we went to visit Hanshan Temple and, you know, look at the different bells that are very famous because of a poem by a Tang Dynasty poet. And so we went to different gardens, and the city itself is a historical lesson, and I think it's worth it to explore it. And in the midst of, you know, studying or doing internships, there's very little time to explore, and I think the university does a great job in trying to incorporate field trips into most of the classes for students to, you know, go and learn and see and feel the Chinese cultural heritage that.
Yeah,
is
are
here.
there any spots that really attracted you that you want to introduce to your foreign friends in Suzhou?
Everything. I think everything. It's. I think most of my friends go to more modern-looking places, but I think Tingling Garden. It is a UNESCO heritage site.
Yes.
It is amazing. Even Hanshan Temple. I would say not everybody obviously is interested in history, but I think you have made a decision to come here and you really need to like go and explore at least a little bit. I think these are maybe the most important spots, I would say, for the historical development of Suzhou that I believe everybody should go and check it out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's great. And I have a question for the two gentlemen here, Masu and Philip. I know you gentlemen run tech companies. So how supportive or inclusive would you say Suzhou is in terms of doing business here?
Yeah.
I think Suzhou, like I said, the culture that I like here, it has like 1,000 years. The culture and also some, you know, complete supply chain, and will just lower our costs and, you know, improve our production. That's one thing I think that's very important. Secondly, you know, the government here is also very good as well. Because, you know, when we started our company like 2022, we only have like 5 people. you know, recruitment is very critical at that time because you are the new company. You post like the job the descriptions online, but just a few people replied. And but back then, and we have the one thing called the Gusto leading talent program, and we got certified. And you got like the credit endorsement from the government, and that's actually add a lot of points for our new startup. Back then, we just realized that recruitment is a little bit easier, and you know, people, especially the top graduate from Tsinghua and Wuhan, Nanjing, all these universities, the people there like are super willing to join us, and we actually from then, and we built up our team step by step, and now it's over 60 people already. So,
Wow.
so
really
that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing for the government side, and for another for here, you know, just back, you know, the around the Jingji Lake, it's called SIP, Suzhou Industrial Park. It has like thousands of the high-tech companies around here. You have a lot of peers around.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, or if you want to avoid the mistakes in your way to build up your company, and actually it's very easy for us to find the people around locally, and that's actually shorten our get rid of the difficulties for the early stage of our company as well. So that's probably the thing.
Yeah,
I wanna share.
very supportive business environment.
Yeah,
What about
exactly.
you?
Yes, very supportive. So if we see the city Taizan, which is famous for the German companies, I think over 400 or 500 German companies are there.
Oh,
So actually the government, and also, first of all, the city is the supply chain, like you said. The companies who are providing service also for you and helping you to create products and create technologies and hire talents, that's for sure. And then for sure there's the government who understands the companies, understands the culture. This is very, very important because every country has its own visa requirements, all paperwork which you have to done before you can go to work. And the onboarding process, I would say, for companies in Taizan is very fast, and they search the contact to you, which is also very important. You should not run for companies, they come to you.
Okay.
And I think the onboarding process, hiring new employees, the new high-tech zone which is established with the talent program you mentioned, where you can put yourself in, depends how big your company is, how small your company is, you find a program which fits to you. I think this is very important. Yeah.
That's very impressive. I know that Philip, you run like mobile company, and when we think about like mobile companies and tech hubs, we think about maybe Shenzhen or Beijing's Zhongguancun. But Taicang, wow. I mean, so what is it about Taicang that is like so attractive to you? And would you like illustrate more, like any special moments or any like particular facilities that impressed you?
Yes, for sure the Oktoberfest. With drinking a beer in October, which is
They
very
have
nice.
Oktoberfest there?
We have Oktoberfest.
Oh, wow.
Which is very nice. It runs 3 days, and a lot of people come together, drinking a beer, having fun.
That's cool.
oh. And also has many German companies located there, right?
Yes, it's famous for the car industry, for tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 suppliers in different kind of areas. But what we see is also with the Liverpool University, which is in Taizan, a lot of talents are there and establishing new technology. And what I think there's an advantage for this kind of city because it has a deep knowledge in production, also in R&D and engineering. And young people can have access to it. They can meet people in a restaurant, meet on a meeting in the evening to exchange ideas. So I think if new ideas with old manufacturing knowledge come together, then you can create something new.
So even in the evening, you guys would join together to discuss these issues, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, I have the same question for the ladies here. Well, how inclusive or supportive would you say Suzhou is both on and off campus? You talk about, I mean, on campus. How about off campus?
Well, oh, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I
Joanna,
think a lot Actually, the Kunshan and just the Suzhou community is pretty open to us, and we even have a host family program at DKU, and so freshman students can be paired up with a local family, and they'll be their host family. And I personally have one, and even after 3 years, we're still in touch. We see each other. Maybe not, if not once a week, maybe bi-weekly. And I know a lot of my friends still spend a lot of time with their host families, even years after that, and they're still in touch. And I think that shows how open the community is to, students and to foreigners specifically. There are also a lot of ways to get involved with entrepreneurship and innovation. We do have a lot of labs, we do have startups, and I think the university does help to an extent, but definitely the students work a lot for their opportunities and for, what they want to achieve. I think Kunshan is, again, like Taizan, like up in a perfect place for a young person to maybe go and gather network and learn, because we do have a lot of companies as well. And so I think it's pretty, I think it's very good.
Yeah. And what about for you, Lauren?
I think like Suzhou is really like international. Like I think like not because like we have a lot of international company, a lot of community, and like it's really easy to going outside, and then you can see like, a lot of foreigner and they're speaking English in Suzhou, right?
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, a lot of like, especially like my most favorite is like in Suzhou is like a lot of like foreign, like different countries food restaurant.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah.
Good way to explore. And also your classmates, are they from many different countries?
Yes, many. I'm not sure. I do not know the exact number, but probably around 90.
Oh, wow,
And
90?
Yes,
Wow.
and even in classes, because we have very small class sizes, and it's very hard to actually have a lot of people from the same country, and so you learn a lot about different work ethics and just approach to life, to business, to school, and it is pretty amazing. And a lot of the students have, they do launch startups and they're from different countries, and I think it is very inspiring to see people from so many different backgrounds coming in together because of same ideals or same vision for the future.
Yeah, and you guys both mentioned about the labs and the entrepreneurial programs. So how are they working, and what are do you guys work with the startups? What are how do you normally exchange ideas?
How does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. So recently, so because Kunshan University, it is a Sino-foreign university, and so Duke University in the United States is kind of like our mother institution, and they do have something called the Duke Impact Investment Group. And recently, a couple of students opened the DKU chapter, and so they are in touch with startups, and they do help socially conscious startups, and that is one way, I think, to get involved with different student groups on campus. I think that is one way, because there are a lot of already established relationships between startups and the clubs of the university, and I think that is one way. Another way is you just go outside and you meet people.
Yeah.
I have met so many, even Bulgarians I have met. They have factories, and you just go outside and you meet people.
Yeah.
I think that is one way. And then, as I said, university, if you go and maybe ask, if you get involved with I&E, I think that they would help you with the startup. And we do have a lot of people that visit the campus and do talks, whether that is for, inspiration, or they actually help you build the startup. There are programs like that too.
Yeah, and that's also a good way for startups in Suzhou, like master startup, to attract talents, right?
Yeah.
How do you grow your team to 60 plus?
Yeah, it's over like 2 or 3 years. And, it take us a little bit of time and to spreading our the influences in Suzhou and global in China as well. So here we. Like the talent program, like I mentioned, and that's not only just a fit for us, and it also have like a various talent program for the people who want to join your company. Yeah, so it provides not only the funding, it's also give you like the market access as well. So for us, and you know, we need the market to to feed us. So that's why sometimes the government give us the market access, especially from the, you know, our company is doing the robot stuff, and we have like the general purpose the robot used for the security application, like so in the traditional way, and you have like the security guard, right, like patrolling during the nighttime. But now you use the robot, but at the very beginning stage, and it's very hard to convince the people, especially from the property management company, to say how good it is and how useful it is. And then at this time, the government give us the market access to some like the properties they control, and then we can test our robot there, and show the results and achievement, like and then just put it online as a propaganda. And that's that's actually pretty good as well. So
I hope it's not a fake one.
yeah, and that's another thing, to like a feedback loop to our system, like a company system. So if we have the talents here, and we have our output, and all this output can be seen by different people, and then actually it will make the company health.
Yeah,
You know, we
seems
just
like
keep
broader
growing.
market.
Yeah.
From the other side, and Suzhou has like a very good investment funding. Especially from our very early stage, they have like angel investors, and they have a lot of fundings. They probably give you like just several million yuan to start up.
Several million yuan,
several
that's
millions,
a lot.
Chinese RMB, and just to start up. And then after the the angel round, and probably go to the A round, and they just increase the amount of the funding, and just trying to make you grow like as fast as possible, and also fit for the market needs. And that's actually another thing, how our company can just grow.
Yeah, that's really some exciting stories. And Mas, you run an AI technology company, and I know Philip here runs a mobile technology company. So any specific policies, like Mas mentioned, that you find particularly helpful in terms of building up your team?
Yes, having access to the talent program, I think, is the most important for us. You see, we are mostly in the exporting business, so our products will be shipped to Europe, to UK, Australia, Korea. So they are sitting our customers. This comes from a little bit from the structure of the market. But what we can see is now that the domestic market is very strong, should be more important or more in the focus for a company. So how we work, sometimes we approach universities also to make case studies, to have access to the knowledge of young people who can work on the product, on the market, on different kind of ideas, so that our company gets the information back how the domestic market is working. We are a German company, and to understand the needs from the customers locally, it's very important.
Yeah.
Because the young generation is the customer in the future, for sure.
True.
If you understand them now, you understand them better in the future. So I think this is very important.
Yeah, and as a German company, when you first came to Taicang, what kinds of difficulties that you meet, and are there any like government support?
Yes, I would say Taicang was very supportive and also very fast. For sure, it's small things. If you talk about paperwork, all things you have to
all
do.
the Chinese language is so hard to read, right?
For sure, language barrier is also a problem. But Taicang, for example, has not a special office for foreigners, but people who know about the process. So you're not going over agent to agent to agent. You have one-stop solution for all your problems. I think this gives you the confidence to invest, for sure, and to stay. That's also important, yes.
Tell us more about this one station solution. What does that mean?
This is it's a special office which was established, I think, some years ago, and there was a different kind of form in the past, but now they have a new office where people sitting there, maybe for sure taking your passport, bringing to the visa service. These are small things, but this sometimes takes you a lot of time, and a lot of energy. And if someone takes care of you, you feel welcome in the country, I think.
Yeah, and if it's one station, that would be much more efficient. Because I visited one back in Hangzhou too. That's also like a city nearby, and they have the one station services, and especially for foreign guests. So I think that would be much more efficient if you don't need to like go this department for one thing and another department for other things. Yeah,
I just
true.
want to add one thing besides the Philip's the comment here, and actually that's not only in Taishan, and I think like the whole Suzhou is pretty similar, and because our headquarters is in the Gusu area, that sounds like a very Asian area, right? It's like historical sites, all this kind of thing. But there's another part in Gusu area that's for the high-tech company, and we just our headquarters is just there. And you know, when we sit in the room in the office, and we don't have to ask like what kind of policies you have, and what kind of benefit we can get from like all these policies. But there are like a particular people from the government who will come to our office and give our directions and ask you questions like, hey, what do you need? Do you need like an IP, the portfolio strategy for this year, or if you want to go IPO, and what kind of thing you need, and they just set a connections for us. That's
so supportive.
That's very beneficial for us, because if you even you have like a one station or whatever, but you still need to go there, right?
Right.
But sometimes they just come to our office. It saves a lot of time as well. They will just make arrangements like 2 or 3 days earlier to make sure you are just in the office and only like 30 minutes to get everything done.
Yeah,
That
That's
sounds
great.
super,
so warm.
Yeah,
It's so
efficient.
warm.
Yeah, and for ladies here, after you graduate from university, are you guys planning to stay in Suzhou?
I'm actually curious, you know. I mean to ask, you know, the same question. It's like after all these years here, I know Ivana has been here like for 3 years, and you Laris like 3.5.
Yeah.
And so many years here for the gentleman here. So what are the key moments you feel like, okay, so hey, this is it. This is my like second home, my new home now.
Maybe you can go because
Any-
you're graduating soon.
Okay. Yeah, I still have
You'll be
like
the
3
first one?
months later.
Oh,
To graduate. But yeah, I think like Suzhou is a really good like ideal destination for stay after graduation, because I feel of course I have a lot of opportunity for career development. And the second thing is like I think like is have a deep culture. So it's mean like you are not really have a good potential for develop yourself, but also like your personal life, you have something to enjoy and to learn and to like involve with. So I think that is a community that like really ideal for live.
yeah, it's pretty
Wow.
cool.
I love it here. If I could say, I would, but that depends a lot on the career opportunities after graduation. I think the life here is not too fast, not too slow, and I think it's just enough for you to feel fulfilled day to day without feeling overwhelmed. I also think that Kunshan is an amazing place to live. It's clean, it's safe. There actually, and from my perceptions, I think that there's an increase in foreigners there as well. And I think because I'm familiar with it, I would love to stay in that part of Suzhou. But I think just career opportunities. I would just like to say with something in relations to what they were talking about previously about talent. There are these talent apartments for people to come here and, you know, seek work, and that has actually reached out some of my friends abroad that have not even been in China, and they thought that I think that is pretty specific to China. I haven't heard of anything of this sort outside.
Did they just browse the information online about
I think
Suzhou?
so. Somebody came across something, and their talent apartments in Kunshan, and I actually did go to see some of them, and they were actually full. So there's a lot of demand for these, and because Kunshan has, you know, a very good reputation, even with the GDP, I think it has the highest GDP as a county level city, and it's doing extremely well in terms of also tech and attracting companies and everything. And so I think that somebody heard something about Kunshan, and they did some research, and then they saw the talent apartments, and they're thinking about coming because it is such a great opportunity that it's pretty unique. So yeah, I just wanted to say that that is also a policy that I think works very well, and it's kind of reaching even outside of China right now.
How about you, Masu? As a Beijinger, would you call Suzhou your second home?
Yeah, sure, for sure. Yeah, I spend like most of time here. Yeah, probably 70% of my time in Suzhou. Yeah, I very used to the Suzhou food already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
even
your
if it's
guys'
sweet.
favorite food? Yeah, there are so many delicious Suzhou food, right?
Yeah.
If let you like recommend to your foreign friends or friends outside Suzhou, which one is your favorite?
Let me go first because
I can't wait to share with us.
yeah, out Salmian is a really kind of famous Kunshan like specialty, and it's just really good.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Kunshan specialty. What was that?
Out Salmian.
Ao cao mian.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Any locals know that?
Country?
Oh, the kind of
Ao cao
special
noodle.
noodle. Yeah. What about you?
To be completely honest, the food is not my cup of tea. I think it's too sweet,
Oh,
and I like more salty. But I do like the crabs here. I think crab
yeah.
seafood is very nice.
you can always find very fresh crabs.
Yeah, with
Crabs
a bowl
are
of rice, I
famous.
think it
Yeah.
goes pretty well.
Yeah, Yangcheng crab.
Yeah.
For me, I like Songshu Guiyu.
Oh.
Because it's sweet, sour and sweet.
Yeah, the mix of salt and sweet.
How about you,
Philip,
Philip?
used to the Suzhou food here?
I always get invited. I cannot choose. But I would say, yeah, crab. I think it's
Oh.
And would you call Taicang your second hometown right now?
yes, it's a German second hometown for sure. Yeah, Taizan is a very, very convenient city to live, and also still developing. So you see developing in the city, and it's getting from year to year better. So.
Yeah. And you're from Germany. What's so special about Taicang that make it so suited for blending Chinese and German
German.
cultures?
Yeah.
Yes, understanding the German culture in the city is very convenient, even from restaurants to everywhere. I think the whole city understands not only German culture but also a little bit Western culture. So yeah, and if it depends also on the supply chain. People come there to build up companies, and then it's getting a hub. This is a classic, but it's always a decision also from people to live there for a time period. And most of the people I talked with, they say I'm very, very familiar with the restaurants, with the bar owners, and I can think about living there.
Yeah, it's a bit chilly here. So here's some
Let's get warmed up.
hot drinks.
Hot drinks really help.
Thank
Get
you.
used to the weather here, the cold weather here in
Yeah.
Suzhou.
It's a little bit chilly here,
the
but the
And
view is so
recently-
beautiful.
Yeah,
It is
it's a
very
beautiful
beautiful.
lake.
Yeah.
Recently, the trend of being Chinese is also very popular online.
Right.
How do you guys think about that? Are you also living like a Chinese style or still the like German style?
Or Beijing style.
Yeah, Bulgarian style.
Yeah. Vietnamese style.
Yeah, I think like it's really interesting to see that trend like kind of blowing up because like when I saw that like there is a lot of like kind of habit that I didn't notice that I did every day, but it's just like a really Chinese way. For example, like 喝多热水, like
Oh
drink more
yeah,
hot
like
water.
this, right?
Yeah.
Hot water.
Yeah, something like that. And then like sometimes like I just like look at it and feel like okay, there's something that like I often saw my friends and like be doing every day, and I saw it's like viral online. It's interesting the experience.
Yeah.
I think it is an interesting shift in perception of China globally because it is a very viral trend that it's happening, and although I understand that some of the people that are jumping on it and are making videos are not essentially doing because of love of Chinese culture, but more because of the trend. However, I think it's still pretty important to say that, you know, I think before, if the perception of China was maybe neutral, but now it's kind of shifting to a pretty positive one. And I think maybe with this rise of TikTok and social media, you know, people see videos of everyday life in China, or those cyberpunk videos of Chongqing and Shenzhen, the cool videos, and people start, you know, wanting to explore that. And I actually see it more positive, but I mean, I'm not Chinese to say, but from my perception, I think it's great. And I do have a lot of friends that, you know, when they see things like that, maybe eating with chopsticks or eating or drinking hot water or walking around with slippers or something that is pretty Chinese, done by foreigners and especially, you know, maybe Americans, Europeans, and whatnot, they feel pretty good about it. They're not self-conscious, you know. So I think it's a
to
great,
make you feel more comfortable.
I also think so.
Yeah.
For me, the being Chinese is kind of proud at this time. I realized that when I came back to China, so but being Chinese style, that's not only about like it's not only the proud, the pride, but also it has like it's a new leading trend globally. If you browsing on the TikTok or like Douyin, and you will see like the rice slider that's from the east and north part of China, and go abroad, and that's kind of like outfit fashion. And for us, I would explain the Chinese style, especially for the high tech company, is like a combination of the new type, like a robot. You see the robot on the show, like dancing, all this kind of thing, and also combination of the robot and also some, you know, the traditional Chinese culture, and that's the thing. That's why we put our robots in the like a Pinjiang River, some, you know. Like some historical site, and I just want to see like the new picture, new image of Suzhou and the Chinese style, and how the new technology, you know, fitting the old Chinese history. I think that's another kind of Chinese style.
Right. How about you, Philip?
Yes, I don't know so much about this trend because I'm not so familiar with social media. But sometimes I get a message from friends from Germany or from Europe, and they send me an Instagram video. Look how beautiful is this mountain, but also very modern, like you said. So this fit from different kind of. It's a big country. You have a lot of different regions you can explore, but you also have these very big cities, which are very modern, very convenient to live. And I think this combination I always get as a message from friends. They say next year I want to come. They always say next year, but they really like to explore China. And actually, when they're here, they're very amazed, and they come back and take some information. Yes, and I think this will be the trend in the next years for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's soon gonna be the year of the horse. Only a few days left. So, any New Year wishes? So, how about start with you, Philip?
Oh. Health is most important,
Yes.
that is for sure. And yes, I think 2026 has a lot of advantages in terms of globalization, in terms of different countries. So, but yeah, especially wishes. Yeah, I would say everybody good luck this.
Good luck for the year of the horse.
Yes.
Masu?
I would say just wish everybody's dream come true. And can I say Chinese here?
Yeah.
I hope everybody 马到成功.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ivana?
Well, I want to wish everybody, of course, health and happiness, but I also would like for everyone to just have more humility in them. I think there's so many conflicts going on in the world, and we need just more humility, more love, more peace. So I hope that this new year will bring more positive things. So 新年快乐，马年大吉。
马年大吉 is very local.
Yeah.
Okay, 新年快乐，马到成功。
Oh, that's also very local word.
Yeah. Well, I would like to thank everyone for joining us, for sharing all these inspiring stories. I think the stories that you shared are perfect examples why Suzhou is such a perfect place for doers and dreamers alike.
Yeah, and we can see that it's really a city with a mix of combination of traditional culture and also very modern life and also tech innovation and a future shaped by youth like you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
With that, we're gonna wrap it up for this live streaming. Well, till next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.